The five southern states of India contribute 25% of all direct taxes. They contribute 27% of all central GST. And in return, they receive just 15% of the tax pool the centre distributes back to states. UP, Bihar, and Madhya Pradesh together contribute 5% to that same tax pool. They receive 36%.
You heard that correctly. South India puts in more than a quarter, but it gets back less than a sixth. And today I am going to show you that the tax injustice is just the beginning. Because there are four other reasons South India is furious, and they are all happening at the same time. Let's stay with the money for one more minute, because the numbers are staggering and most people don't know them.
The process by which the central government collects taxes from across the country and redistributes a portion of that money back to the states is referred to as devolution. The formula that decides how much each state gets back is set by the Finance Commission. And South India's argument is that this formula consistently gives them back far less than they put in. This is official data tabled in Parliament in March 2025. Five states, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Delhi, Tamil Nadu, and Gujarat, together contribute 72% of India's direct taxes. Karnataka alone is India's second highest tax-paying state. And yet, Karnataka's share of central tax devolution under the 15th Finance Commission is just 3.6%. That means Karnataka gets back approximately 51,876 crores in devolution for 2025-26, while Uttar Pradesh, with a devolution share of 17.9%, receives 2.55 lakh crore rupees. Kerala's finance minister put it in the simplest possible terms. For every 100 rupees Kerala contributes to the central tax pool, it gets back 21 rupees from the government, while Uttar Pradesh gets back 46 rupees.
South India is not asking for charity. It is asking for basic arithmetic to work in its favor for once.
And this is not a new complaint buried in academic papers. Southern chief ministers have been raising this in Finance Commission meetings, in Parliament, and on public platforms for years. The data has been tabled, the numbers have been verified, and nothing has structurally changed. But here's where it gets worse. The formula that decides these numbers is about to be used against the South in an entirely different arena. And that is the issue that is keeping Southern politicians up at night.
But wait, before we get to that, here is something even more immediate that is happening right now in Tamil Nadu. Something that involves children and money being deliberately withheld from classrooms.
In February 2025, the central government stopped 2,152 crores in Samagra Shiksha education funds from going to Tamil Nadu. Not because Tamil Nadu misused money, not because its schools are failing, but because Tamil Nadu refused to implement the three-language formula in the National Education Policy 2020. Tamil Nadu has had a two-language policy since 1968, Tamil and English. That decision was made after massive anti-Hindi protests in 1965 that left dozens dead. The memory runs deep. The resistance is not political theatre, it is generational. The NEP's three-language formula requires a third language to be taught in schools. Tamil Nadu calls it a backdoor entry for Hindi. The centre says that no specific language is being imposed.
But here is the practical reality. In a Hindi-speaking state, the third language is almost always a Southern Indian language that nobody in that state will ever use professionally. In Tamil Nadu, the third language most pressure points toward is Hindi, a language with enormous utility in northern India and limited utility in the south.
Now, Tamil Nadu's former chief minister, M.K. Stalin, refused to yield, calling the withholding of funds blackmail. And he was not alone. Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh all have varying degrees of resistance to NEP implementation. Think about what this means practically. A Tamil child in a government school is now caught between two governments. one withholding money, the other refusing to comply. The child has no say. The classroom suffers. And the message being sent to every southern parent is this: if your state does not teach what Delhi wants, your children will pay the price. This is not just about language in classrooms. It is about who controls the identity and the education of an entire generation of southern children. And the center is using money as a weapon to enforce compliance.
Now, here's the question nobody is asking. If South India is so economically powerful, if its states are educated, wealthy, and globally competitive, why does it keep losing these battles? The answer has everything to do with a number, and that number is 543. You have already watched our video on delimitation. So let's go one level deeper today. The southern states followed the government's family planning advice for 50 years. Their fertility rates are now below replacement level.
Tamil Nadu's total fertility rate is 1.8. Kerala's is also 1.8. The national average is 2. In contrast, Bihar's fertility rate is 3. Uttar Pradesh's is at 2.7. When Lok Sabha seats are redrawn based on population, which must happen after 2026, the South loses seats. The North gains them. That is the direct mathematical consequence of responsible governance. But here's the angle that has not been discussed enough. It is not just about Parliament. It is about the Finance Commission itself. As economist Lekha Chakrabarti of the National Institute of Public Finance and Policy has pointed out, with more MPs from populous northern states, political pressure will grow to weight tax transfers even more heavily towards population, which means the South's fiscal share shrinks further. Political loss compounds financial loss, and they are not separate problems. They are the same problem, accelerating together. In other words, delimitation is not just a one-time redistribution of seats. It is a permanent shift in the balance of power. Every future finance commission, every future budget negotiation, every future policy debate will happen in a parliament where the South has fewer seats and the North has more. The compounding effect of that over 20 or 30 years will be enormous.
So far, we have talked about money, language, and representation. But there is a fourth issue that cuts deeper than all of them. Not in parliament, not in a finance commission meeting, but in culture and in cinema. In how 300 million people see themselves reflected, or don't, in the national imagination. In 2025, Bollywood released a film called Param Sundari.
The trailer showed a South Indian woman with jasmine in her hair, breaking into classical dance moves at random moments, speaking in an exaggerated accent, collapsing 5 distinct cultures, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Tulu, into one lazy caricature. The internet exploded. South Indians had seen this before. Too many times. This is the fourth grievance, and it is the one that is hardest to put a number on, but the one that burns the deepest. Because you can negotiate a tax formula, you can litigate a seat count, you can resist a language policy. But when your culture is reduced to a joke, to coconuts and lungis and Ayo accents in the country's dominant cultural industry, that is a wound of a different kind entirely. But this goes beyond cinema. Carnatic music, one of the 2 great classical music traditions of India, with roots going back to the Vedic period, receives a fraction of the national institutional attention that Hindustani music does. Bharatnatyam, Kuchipudi, Kathakali, art forms of extraordinary sophistication, are treated as regional curiosities rather than national treasures in Delhi's cultural imagination. The national conversation about Indian culture is still, in 2025, conducted largely in Hindi, about Hindi traditions for a Hindi-speaking audience.
The cultural sidelining is not just an entertainment industry problem. It is a mirror. When a country's dominant culture consistently treats another region's identity as lesser, as comic, as exotic, or as the other, that is a political statement. It tells that region clearly and repeatedly, you are not quite the center of the country. You are the periphery. And for a region that contributes a quarter of the nation's taxes and produces its most globally celebrated films and art, that message lands like an insult. 4 issues: tax devolution, language imposition, delimitation, cultural sidelining. Each one on its own is manageable. Together, hitting simultaneously, they create something India has not seen before: a unified southern political identity that cuts across state borders and party lines. Here is what is genuinely new in 2025 and 2026.
Tamil Nadu just elected an entirely new government, not DMK or AIADMK, but a first-time party built by a film star on a platform of southern identity and resistance to Delhi's dominance. Karnataka's Congress government is aligned on fiscal federalism. Kerala stands firm on language. The South is not speaking in one old voice anymore. It is now finding new ones. The phrase South India as a political bloc was once a fantasy. Today, it is a strategic reality being built issue by issue, grievance by grievance. And the generation leading this, educated, data literate, connected and deeply aware of these numbers, is not interested in symbolic gestures from Delhi. They want structural change in the Finance Commission formula, in delimitation methodology, in how language policy is enforced, and in how their culture is represented and respected.
South India does not want to fight India. It wants India to work fairly for everyone. But if it doesn't, the anger you are seeing today is not the peak. It is just the beginning. If you are from South India, tell me in the comments, which of these 4 issues makes you the most angry? And if you're from North India, I genuinely want to know what you think. Drop your comment below. Like this video if you think more people need to see this data. And share it with someone who still thinks this is just about language.